Hello and welcome back to Mario Kart 7. In the last part we wrapped up the new courses that this game has to offer, and in this part we're going to be going into the classic cups. But first up, if you remember last time we unlocked a new piece of kart equipment, that body there, it's called the Gherkin cart. And it's interesting, I'll give it that. I'm not sure how I feel about Bowser riding it, given the size difference there and the fact that I think his leg is clipping through the side. Yeah, that's definitely clipping through the side. But yeah, I'm going to pair that up with the sponge tyres and the parafoil paraglider thingy, and that looks perfectly stupid to me. So let's get into the Shell Cup. So first up, as you can tell by that lovingly rendered balloon flying around, this is Luigi Raceway from Mario Kart 64, which that game, I quite like 64. I will admit it hasn't aged as well as some other Mario Kart games have, but it's still kind of good dumb fun for what it is. I think the most offensive part in terms of how it's aged, as well as the control obviously, there's also the graphical style of 64, because given it was a Nintendo 64 game, it's not the most powerful system in the world, and they had to make a few little graphical compromises. And the most obvious one to me is the fact that the racers, the character you play as, are 2D sprites. And I don't usually go up this way, so this could end well or it could end disastrously. If disastrously is even a word. But yeah, so in Mario Kart 64, they use the 2D racers, but the tracks themselves are all 3D. So it's very easy to tune it out after a little while when you've sort of just been playing for it. But when you first play that game after playing one of the others, it's jarring to go back to, I can say that much. Oh, come on. This is not a good start at all. I'm going to blame the cart even though it's my own skill. This Gherkin cart, it's not doing much for me, I've noticed. That was incredibly stupid on my part, just boost into the guy with the fucking shells around him. Come on. I want to stay at the front. This is like my redemption lap, hopefully. Let's see if I can do this, because I really don't want to fuck up the first race of the Classic Cups. Just Mario in front of me, come on, move it, you bastard. Right, let's see if I can hold this. I think he has a shell, so I'm gonna try my best to keep this banana out in security. Although I've got this section here which did cause me a bit of grief last time. I know I've kind of deteriorated into blow-by-blow commentary here, but I just want to fucking win, you know. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah, this certainly is Mario Kart. I'm not playing this up, I got legitimately invested in that right towards the end there. But yeah, second is better than it could have been, given I got knocked back down to fourth right at the end there, so I will take it. Okay, so let's see if this next track goes a little bit better. This is the GBA Bowser Castle. It says Bowser Castle 1. I think there were multiple Bowser Castle levels in Super Circuit. I think that's what it's referring to. Also, I haven't played Super Circuit in forever, and it's not one that I'm in any particular rush to go back to. Just because, like I've mentioned, I was never that big on the 2D ones, but Super Circuit's even more offensive to me than the Super Nintendo game, and that's primarily down to the fact that, as well as the shitty racing perspective, it also has bad music, because it's a Game Boy Advance game, and the Game Boy Advance sound chip is not great. That is a hill I will die on, because it's just, you know, not good. Like, the Super Nintendo game has some kind of fun music, not as memorable as a lot of the other Mario Kart themes, but you know, you can bop your head while you're playing it, which is what you need to do for a racing game soundtrack, really. But when it's just Game Boy Advance music, it's like, nah fam, I'm good. Okay, now the blue shell's going to fuck someone else over. I think I can survive that. My aim is not very good. I got him once out of like 12 fucking fireball shots. I don't know what's up with me. Maybe this recording session's gonna be a bit cursed, because this is my second recording session for this game now. And I got really jammy on my first one. I got some really lucky kind of wins. Although I did get some use out of the Tanuki tail there, so it's not all completely cursed. But yeah, as for what's been going on in the world of racing games since my last recording session, today, at the time of recording, we just got the clean version of Greenlight Ride come out, the Team Sonic Racing theme. And honestly, it sounds pretty fucking cool. Like, because up to this point, the only versions of that song we've had are the one from the original trailer, which had all like the car revving up noises over it, all the sound effects and whatnot. And the other one was this unlisted video of like a live performance that someone had recorded like on their phone or their camera or whatever. So yeah, now we got a clean version of the short version of the song. They're really like drip feeding us this, because I want the full version just to come out, because it's one of them that it's even labelled short version, so you know there's going to be like a full length version of the song that I can't wait to hear. Which I really like the song. Granted, like it might not be the best Crush 40 song ever, but it's hype enough to get me pumped up to want to race around a track, which is something that Crush 40 are fucking great for. Because obviously they've done Sonic themes for years, which are, you know, the perfect music for going fast. But then there's also stuff like some of Jinsonoi's works he's done on other racing games back before he was doing Sonic stuff. They're all pretty good. Like there's a few songs on his The Works albums that he's like redone those songs, and they're all like really fucking good racing music. And even some of the stuff from like Crush 40's self-titled album is also really good. Like Revving Up is a fucking jam, Into the Wind, them kind of songs. I really like Jinsonoi, I really like Crush 40, I don't know if you can tell. But yes, here we are in Mushroom Gorge, which is one of the more memorable Mario Kart Wii tracks to me. There's this and there's Coconut Mall are the two that kind of stick in my memory when it comes to Mario Kart Wii. Because like that has a lot of cool tracks, like there's that Toad Factory one that sticks out to me as well. But like when I think of the tracks that I invested a lot of time in and I just remember playing on a lot, this is like up there. And I think it's because I just find it really satisfying bouncing off the mushrooms here. Which it seems to have a bit of the new Super Mario Brothers kind of look to it. Again, it's got those lollipop things in the background there, which is kind of okay. And I know that there are some levels in those games that have the bouncing mechanics, so it's kind of perfectly fitting to have that as a gimmick here as well. Because like the new Super Mario Brothers games, they might not be the most inspired things on their own, but when you adapt their gimmicks and that, it's still pretty cool, and it's still a good representation of those levels in Mario Kart, I think. And here is Luigi's Mansion from Mario Kart DS. And I will say, to this day, I've still never put any time into Luigi's Mansion, the game. Which maybe I probably should, because it does look kind of fun, even if it's not like something that I'm in any rush to play. I don't know how I fucked up the thing there. I could swear I was holding it when the 2 came up like you meant to. But I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure whether I would play the GameCube version, which I've had sitting here for years now, or whether I would pick up the 3DS one, because the 3DS one, it doesn't look as much of a downgrade as I was expecting. So I know when that remake was announced, My initial reaction was like, why isn't this on the Switch? Because you would think that if they're trying to push their new system, they would try and put a remake of like a popular game on it, rather than just put it on the 3DS where it has to be downgraded a bit. But I don't know, like I saw Digital Foundry do a video on the 3DS version of Luigi's Mansion, and it actually looks pretty good. I know Luigi's Mansion 3 is going to be a Switch game, so I guess maybe that's where they've put all their resources for a Switch Luigi's Mansion. Yeah, I do really like the Luigi's Mansion musical theme as well, which we're hearing a kind of rearranged version of here. It's the kind of perfect balance of like a bit dorky, a bit like cartoony, with that underlying horror theme. It's like the perfect music track, I think, for that kind of game. I just wanted to do a cool jump. Is this too much to ask, game? Come on. Didn't get me that time, did you, fucker? Yeah, this track, I do remember playing this on Mario Kart DS a lot. They really haven't changed it that much here, which I guess is kind of for the best, because you got this really cool drift section here, which I'm naturally gonna fuck up, because you can build up like a lot of speed here. It's almost a full circle there that you can drift around, and sections like that I find are always really cool in tracks. I'm just trying not to fuck this up here. I'm kind of nervous about like sticking up. I tend to get like that when it's on the third lap. Usually on the first and second one I'm not too fussed, but when it's down to the wire here, I want to just keep myself in front and not mess up too bad. But I'm nearly at the end, come on. There we go. I done did it, lads. There we go. So that was the first of the Classic Cups down. There are, as usual, going to be a full 4 Classic Cups, so we've got a lot more of that to look forward to. And there we go, there is my Golden Shell Cup. So I will see you guys next time for more Classic Cups in Mario Kart 7. Bye bye for now.